Tomorrow then, the Coppa Italia final. Napoli taking on Juventus live on ESPN. Coverage starting at 2:50 Eastern. No surprise when you take a look at how the bookies have this game set. Juventus coming into this tie 7-4 on favourites. Napoli 5-4 outsiders. Well, let's keep with Gab Marcotti, shall we, to look ahead to this game in some more detail. Gab, what in particular should we be looking forward to?
Well, I think one of the big things for Juventus is they did not play particularly well in their semi-final against Milan. So Sarri's going to have to rejigger things. Interesting to see what he does with the midfield, where apart from Bentancur, certainly Miralem Pjanic struggled. But also I think up front, where he used Cristiano Ronaldo as a traditional center forward rather than his usual position, cutting in from the wings. That didn't work out, that three-man attack with him, Dybala, and Douglas Costa. He's going to have to come up with something else. I don't think Gonzalo Higuain is ready to start. So I would imagine he'll move Ronaldo back to his original position. But the key is going to be making the right moves around that to get Juve productive against a Napoli side that show that they can defend and counterattack well.
What do the Juve fans want from that front three? How would they like it set up, Gab?
Well, I think they just want Ronaldo to play well. And while Ronaldo is, he's often, he'll get his goals. When Ronaldo starts from a wide position and comes inside, he spared a lot of the grunt work of having to line up against two central defenders, which is physically taxing. He doesn't have to go and try to open up space for the runs of the midfielders. He's much more free to kind of do what he does best at this stage of his career, which is to pop up at the far post for a header or to come and cut inside and shoot on goal. So I think that's something that he's going to have to revisit. We know why he tried that system. He thought that it would give Dybala more space and obviously set up Douglas Costa for the one-on-one. But it basically robs you of, I think, a lot of Ronaldo's effectiveness when you put him in that position.
Meanwhile, Napoli, of course, very much a turbulent season off the pitch. How much could a victory tomorrow galvanise them going forward?
I think it'd be pretty huge. I mean, everybody was really down on it when Ancelotti was let go back in December. There was a sense that Aurelio De Laurentiis was ready to really blow up the team by bringing in Rino Gattuso. They had all sorts of guys who were who looked as if they'd be leaving, Callejon and Mertens. Now Mertens, not only is he the team's top scorer, but he's agreed terms, although I'm not sure he's actually signed yet a new contract. There's talk of Koulibaly possibly sticking around for another season, and Napoli really having a go at it. And if you look at the table and where they were, Gattuso has marched them right back up to the table. They're in sixth place right now. I think a Champions League spot is still really a long shot, but he's galvanized them. Some might say the team's a little bit one-dimensional, but he's done things. He's done things his way. They're much more intense defensively, and they're really built to counter, and they do it very, very effectively. So they love nothing better than to get one over on Juve, the old enemy, as it were.
Prediction then, Mr. Marcotti?
It's funny. On paper, Juventus are a much better team. Napoli, I thought, were fortunate in some ways against Inter to get through. If Juve play the way they played against Milan, I think it's going to be close, and I think Napoli can take it. If Sarri sorts things out in the middle of the park, finds Ronaldo's position, then it's much closer. I just wonder, it's this early since the comeback, I wonder if maybe Napoli can't somehow steal it.
Gab Marcotti, thank you very much. Just a reminder, of course, Serie A then returns domestically at the weekend and once again exclusively on ESPN+. We've got 4 games for you on Saturday. It's Torino against Parma, Verona against Cagliari. Then on Sunday, Atalanta play host to Sassuolo, and it's Inter against Sampdoria. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.